She didn't have the looks Hollywood banked on. She didn't chase fame, glamour, or fit the mold of a leading lady. But Sissy Spacek had something far more powerful: truth. And when she stepped in front of the camera, everything changed. She made vulnerability a weapon, quiet strength a revolution, and turned the industry on its head without ever raising her voice. This is how the girl they said wasn't right for Hollywood became the woman who redefined it entirely. In an industry obsessed with image, where glamour often overshadows talent, Sissy Spacek walked in with none of the expected packaging and left with everything that mattered. Her rise wasn't based on red carpets or tabloid buzz. It was built on raw talent, emotional honesty, and an uncanny ability to tap into the deepest layers of the human experience. She didn't just play characters, she became them. And in doing so, she forever changed what it meant to be a star. Born in a small town in Texas, Sissy Spacek was never groomed for Hollywood. Her path wasn't carved out by family connections or beauty pageants. In fact, she started as a singer. It wasn't until personal tragedy, losing her brother to leukemia, that she began to take acting seriously. That pain, that depth of feeling, became the foundation of her artistry. She moved to New York, studied under Lee Strasberg, and slowly made her way through the industry, not with flash, but with force. Her breakout came with the 1973 film Badlands, where she played a teenage runaway alongside Martin Sheen. The performance was haunting, understated, and impossible to ignore. Critics couldn't stop talking about her. She didn't scream for attention. She drew you in with quiet intensity. But it was in 1976, with Carrie, that she became a cultural phenomenon. As the shy, bullied girl with a telekinetic secret, Spacek delivered one of the most iconic horror performances in film history. She wasn't the seductive scream queen Hollywood loved. She was something new, something real, and the audience felt it. That role earned her an Academy Award nomination and marked a turning point in Hollywood. No longer could casting directors rely solely on beauty or surface-level charm. Spacek had proven that authenticity could be just as captivating, if not more so. She made being different powerful. She made not fitting in the very thing that made her unforgettable. Then came Coal Miner's Daughter in 1980, where she portrayed country music legend Loretta Lynn. Spacek didn't just act, she embodied Lynn, doing her own singing and transforming completely into the role. The performance earned her the Oscar and cemented her legacy. It wasn't just that she was good, it was that she made people believe. Every note, every word, every look. She didn't perform to impress. She performed to connect. And that's what made Sissy Spacek different. She wasn't chasing Hollywood. She wasn't trying to be everyone's idea of a movie star. She was trying to tell the truth. Whether in Missing, The Straight Story, or in the bedroom, her work carried a stillness, a groundedness, that made everything around her feel more real. She brought humanity to every frame. She made quiet moments thunder. But despite the accolades and awards, Spacek never fully embraced the spotlight. She retreated from Hollywood's chaos, choosing instead to raise her family on a farm in Virginia. While others fought for relevance, she lived on her own terms. And somehow, that only made her impact stronger. She showed that you could step away without fading. That longevity didn't require constant reinvention. It required truth. Even in her later work, like her performances in Bloodline and Night Sky, Spacek continues to defy expectations. She hasn't tried to recapture youth or mimic trends. She has evolved with grace, bringing the same honesty to every role that she always has. In a world of noise, she remains a quiet force. Sissy Spacek changed Hollywood by refusing to become what it wanted her to be. She didn't conform, she transformed the industry instead. She made room for oddities, for stillness, for characters that breathed instead of performed. She proved that substance matters more than shine. And she made generations of actors, especially women, believe they didn't have to be perfect to be powerful. She was never the Hollywood type. And thank God for that. Because in being herself, raw, real, and unforgettable, Sissy Spacek didn't just make a mark. She made a movement.